Hello everyone, my name is Brian Fregoso, and today I'm going to be talking about the story of Jean Piaget. That's the individual on the right, not the coffee in the back, just as a heads up. So who is Jean Piaget? So Jean Piaget is known in the masses as a developmental theorist due to his contributions to cognitive stages of children. These frameworks such as that of the four stages of cognitive development, as well as the theory of moral development. So, what about him? What's so special about him? So, Jean Piaget liked collecting mollusks as a kid, and so that's purely of jest, but he actually did collect them, and he collected them throughout his life. But Jean Piaget was born in Neuchâtel, Switzerland, on August 9th, 1896, and died in Geneva, Switzerland, on September 16, 1980. And he actually was very much a brilliant individual, such that in his scientific career, he published over 60 books and over several hundred articles. So that's pretty amazing. Um, so why is he important? So we'll actually go to that within the next slide, and I'll actually specify why he's so important. So as I stated previously, I'll be talking about the four stages of cognitive development. So Piaget believed that the development of a child occurs throughout a continuous transformation of thought processes. However, while many believe that the stages of cognitive development were concrete, um, most children will either enter or leave a stage at different rates than other children. And the belief was that children steadily develop in one stage to then move on to the next, but that nobody can skip from one stage to the other. So it's kind of like step one, step two, step three, and step four. So the first stage is called the sensory motor stage, and this stage is when infants from birth to the age of 2 develop associations between sensations and actions, and this can be described as objective permanence, which is the awareness of objects existing even though it is not in view. So the example I would give is if you have a baby around the age of 2, obviously, you put a ball in front of them and then hide it over a blanket, and then if they go check to see if it's there, then that means that they have this awareness of the object still existing, even though it's not, they can't actually see it. So the second stage is called the preoperational stage, and it suggests that the age range is around 2 to 7 years old, and it states that children begin to understand how the world works and operates, and more so they have an increase in language ability as well as some symbolic thoughts. And even more so, that I think that piqued my interest was that of one-dimensional aspects to objects. So an example I put in this is a child perceiving 2 glasses of water in one dimension, and this one dimension being similar in height, but it doesn't mean that they're similar in volume that they hold, or I guess the water that they hold. So that's just an example I thought of. So the third stage is called concrete operation stage, and it suggested that the age range is around the age of 7 to the age of 12, and this is when we see children emerge cognitive growth in terms of their language acquisition and being able to understand more than one dimension in objects and ideas. And I think this goes into like describing or categorizing certain species. So like for instance, there's a difference between a lion and a tiger. So and a child in this stage would be able to pick out different dimensions between a lion and a tiger to be able to differentiate the two. So the last stage is called the formal operation stage, and in this stage it starts around the age of 12, but it doesn't seem to have an ending range, so this assumes that it goes out to even adulthood. So in this stage, it's kind of odd that it has levels and within this stage. So some children operate in higher levels in this stage than other children do. So by levels, we mean by the capability of inductive and deductive reasoning, and I have an example of this, and this is in mathematics, specifically geometry. So a triangle is sum of its angles is always 180 degrees. So if you know on a right angle triangle that the right angle is always the right angle is 90 degrees, then you know one of them is 60. Therefore, if you look at both parts, then you would assume, yes, the last angle is 30 degrees. And so that's the example I have for that. Thank you so much, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.